Hello and welcome back to my Build a City challenge, and welcome to the final episode of the fall rotation. We're going to say goodbye to these lovely autumn colours in the trees. They've made the whole island actually look really nice. I tend to focus on this corner, but the whole all the trees look lovely at this time of year. But we have a little bit of business to finish up, and that is Freddie and Monica's round. If you remember the first time I played them, I only played half a rotation because I was experimenting with the format. I found I really like doing one rotation if I can in a single video. I think it moves things along more quickly. But that does mean Monica and Freddie are a bit left behind. They have 3 days left, so we're going to jump in with them and see what we can do with those days. So here we have Freddie and Monica. Apart from the fly infestation, they are not looking too bad. We have 9,000 simoleons and more in their funds currently. Their needs are a little bit below, but let's just make sure. So yeah, the needs are a bit in need of looking after, but that shouldn't be too bad. Let's get Monica to clean up. And so my plan with these two, we only have 3 days left. We'll do a bit more at the general store with Freddie. But I have been thinking that with Freddie, I just assumed because he's a romance sim, and I think he's pretty outgoing, I just kind of thought he'd be like Jace has been doing, kind of getting tons of kids around the neighbourhood just by having lots of different relationships. And although he does now have some attraction to some other sims, let me just show you his current situation. So he has fallen in love with Eloise, but I think that's one-sided because she doesn't love him and she's rejected him a few times, so it's not quite a full relationship. He's fully in love with Monica and has 3 bolts with Jill. Everyone else he really hasn't attached to. And so since the point of this whole challenge is to grow the population of Haven Rock, I think probably Monica and Freddie, even though they're just engaged, are going to have a baby. So that is my plan for them. And with 3 days to go, I think we should be able to meet that baby because I have the 48-hour pregnancy mod, which means we can hopefully see their offspring pretty soon. So yeah, I don't often select try for baby. I tend to have that, let my sims choose, let the risky woohoo take over. But because this is a population-based challenge, I'm going to do it. It's going to be try for baby time, and then we'll send Freddie off to his shop. So yeah, I think they make a really sweet baby. And I'm interested to see what Freddie's genetics do to anybody, really. So we'll let them do that. We'll leave them to it. And then we'll join back in when Freddie is off to work. Well, they sounded a bit strange, but those were the baby chimes. There is going to be a little baby Diaz or Billings, whichever surname we choose, running about pretty soon. We'll let Monica sleep. We'll get Freddie up and send him out to work. I think with any of these challenges, oh, he fears falling out of love with Eloise. How interesting. Poor romance sim doesn't want to be left alone. Although he does have a fiancé and very soon a child. Yeah, I think the important thing with these games, I do tend to play once base, but I think, I've said it before, it's kind of once plus. You know, what they want, yes. And then if I want to do stuff, I'll do that as well. No, Freddie, don't do that. Don't squish the cockroaches. It's time to go to work. We'll leave Monica in bed and we'll head off to Billings General Store. And hope he's not taking the flu with him. He just stomped some cockroaches. This can only end just fine. So we are back at the General Store. Before we open up, let's restock some things and then think a little bit about what we're actually selling and if things need to be updated. Oh, some tulips. We can restock those. So we have a few skill items now. We have the chess table and the easel, and then some chairs, the oven. Although only Eloise needs an oven now, I think. So let's have a think. Get rid of this. We don't need to do musical instruments because we have a whole store for those. Maybe something... Oh, it's quite big to... Well, we should do wholesale mode no matter what we do. So I think I've stopped selling the dartboards because Leo has a problem. He won't stop buying them. I know we do have children in the lot we do have children in the neighbourhood now, with Aspen having grown up. So maybe there's something. Maybe just a simple toy box would be quite nice to sell. So I know Hikari is selling baby things. But no children's actual toy boxes, I don't think, or things for actual slightly older children. Could we also sell some monkey bars, maybe? Maybe a different kind of game. Oh, we certainly can put them back here. Why not? Let's see what happens. I'll probably forget that they're there and someone will try and buy them and they won't get them. Let's let Freddy restock. And with 9,000 simoleons, I think it's probably also a good idea to hire somebody. He's got a good stock of cash to be able to hire a cashier, which is what I think I really need. I want Freddy to focus on selling and restocking and just have someone standing at the cashier, at the register, all day long. So we can just make as much money as we can from his lovely wares. Which are pretty good. I like this little shop. I think it is nice. Oh, I am still selling the dartboard. Just didn't see it. Maybe we'll retire the dartboard and put something else in. What people could use is a dresser. Can we set that for sale? Yes. So let's see. Does anyone have a badge? Toy making, not really useful. Oh, is that restocking, Blake? Okay. Yeah, let's hire you. Put you on the list anyway. Of course, Carson. We're not going to hire him. Toy making, sewing. Eloise, of course, has gardening. Oh, Hikari. Of course, my played sims have great badges. Okay, well, let's take Blake. And he can stop being a golf marshal and come and work for the general store. Okay, let's open the business, call in our employees, and get going for the day. Yeah, none of the sims have dressers, so I think it's important to have options for them to be able to change their clothes. And here comes Eloise. What's she interested in? Freddy, mainly. Okay, Blake, what are you going to do? Well, let's set you to be the cashier, and they do have a restocking badge. Oh, Eloise, a very sensible choice, because you do need a dresser for you and for Aspen to be able to change clothes. I think it's really, really valuable. Good choices, and not very expensive either. Not as expensive as an oven. Conrad has arrived. Tiffany buying a plant. Oh, a picture, sorry. Oh, Alan, you've brought your own bag. That's fine. We'll help Alan out because she is a bit confused. Ooh, stars. How are we doing for stars? We need 13 more to get beyond rank 5, but rank 5 is pretty good. So it's going pretty well today. We're not quite in the green yet because we bought some new items. This should be alright. We should get some profit happening fairly soon. Oh, another star from Conrad. Excellent. I don't know how this box of tulips ended up outside. But it cost 21 simoleons, so it's a fairly good bargain. Oof, he's not having it. Armando thinking about monkey bars. Excellent. And William very sensibly again looking at toys. So they're pretty much going to have kids fairly soon. Oh, sorry, Carson. You were looking for stuff and I ignored you. Oof. So things are selling it pretty fast, which I think we need to change. Oh, hi, Blake. We need to increase the prices because things are selling very, very rapidly and I'm just not able to keep up with the restocking. Of course, Blake has a salary now as well, so we want to make sure we are sorting that out. Let's make everything expensive. Okay, we'll close up for the day. It's gone to 7 o'clock, almost 8 PM. Ah, that's a problem, isn't it? Let's move this out of the way. Just too many customers, Freddy. It's a problem. Try and sneak through. I know it's very, very busy. Let's close up. And then we can restock while Blake deals with the last few customers. So I'm actually going to increase everything to very expensive. just because I think it's going to be worthwhile. And then we'll send Freddie home at 10 p.m. A very reasonable work day. So with Freddie out for 10 hours, we have a day with Monica to spend some time with her. She'll start by cleaning up, taking some care of some needs, and then we'll see when the pregnancy makes itself known. I did check with my ACR, and actually my just find this here. My settings for risky woohoo are relatively low, I think. So I think that's maybe why I wasn't getting any unexpected pregnancies, or only a couple. So I might increase that. I think that'd probably be quite a good thing to do. So I'm going to increase that risky percentage just for fun. And see who's on the phone. Oh, sorry. You Opa? No idea. Freddie's not available. So why don't you have some lunch? Oh no, she squished some bugs and fulfilled a fear. Oh god, there's so many. Okay, let's do some spraying. Oh god, don't keep stomping them if you fear it so badly. Oh no, Monica's sick with the flu. Oh god, that just keeps happening. She's stuck in a loop. Where have they even come from? Let's just keep spraying. Yeah, this will go fine with a pregnancy, no problem at all. Okay. I know, that's really, really bad. Too many cockroaches. Make some spaghetti, and hopefully you'll feel a bit better. Oh, a cooking skill point. Fantastic. Good job, Monica. No fires. Perfect. So while she's eating, let's have a look at her friendship panel. Oh, I had forgotten she fell in love with Leo. Oh, that's interesting. And of course she does still have a crush on Hikari. Oh, I know, Monica. Grab another plate. And paint to calm down. Of course, you got the flu, so maybe not push her too hard. I'll let her go to bed. We don't want to have any terrible things happen. That would not be very fun. Okay, well, Freddie's come home a bit sooner than... Well, that time has flown, definitely. Let's get him some leftovers. To woohoo 3 Sims, make out with 3 Sims. Getting cold feet now. His needs are a little bit destroyed by a day of work in the general store. So I'll try and look after him a bit. Get a bubble bath and then head to bed. Hopefully Monica is going to be okay. Her knees look alright. This isn't too bad. So far so good, and I am fully prepared to regret those words in about 5 minutes when she keels over from the flu. Why don't we watch a movie? Let's watch a drama about pool tables, Monica. That'll help you fun out. And Freddie can join. He's not that bad yet. Needs a bit of fun. And they can chat about their days. Oh, she's got suspicions. She's talking about about babies. He's agreeing. Oh no. Oh no, Monica. This is going to be a really bad time for you. Oh, fearing cockroaches, fearing throwing up. Bad news. You're probably pregnant. Well, you clean that while Freddie catches up on the movie. That seems fair. Okay, a point of cleaning skill. It's not all bad. I think Freddie should maybe go to bed now. Just since he'll be working in the morning too, and Monica can catch up on housework. Why not? Okay, the bath's clean. It's always a bit grim in this household. You can carry on watching the movie. I'm sure there's some of it left. Oh, here we go. Here comes that first bump. The little Diaz Billings baby. Oh god. Coughing at the same time. That's not great. Just watch some TV, chill out for a bit, and think about the future. Oh, I need to run to the toilet. Is the flu kicking in? Flu and pregnancy simultaneously. What a great time to be a sim. And I'll just live on the edge of my nerves. I thought this was a great idea. I thought I'll just create some drama. And then Monica went and stomped on 500 cockroaches. Lost all of her respiration points. Because every time was minus 1,000. And got the flu. Which I live in fear of. But at least you can take a bubble bath. And that does help things. And Freddy's fine. Freddy's just snoozing away. Sofa hasn't caught it, which is good. Guess they haven't been together too closely yet. Does anyone have a mod where you can just add more movie names? I don't need to play different things on the screen, but just different like sub-options. Because I love the movie selection. They're so random, but if I had a few more, that would be pretty... just good for immersion, I think. Let me know. Oh, this is going to be a needs battle. Look at those arrows. That is going like crazy. Oof. I'll go and congratulate Freddy on about to becoming a dad. Watch them being super hot. Well, that's one of my favourite interactions in the game. Ah. And then let's get you some food. Because while Monica's going to stay home and attempt to hold herself together, we are going to risk it and send Freddy off to work. Okay, so we have our first day as a very expensive business. Everything is now set to be very expensive. I realised I had everything at expensive before and they were flying off the shelves. So we're going to try it very for everything and see how that goes. And I'm actually going to get rid of this because... no. Cute though it is. Let's not sell it. And let's call in our employee. Okay, so everyone's starting a bit lower, but hopefully they can be persuaded that these prices are worth paying. Oh, we got Victoria, fantastic. Are you buying a TV, Victoria? That's a good investment. It's hard to get fun in these frontier times. This island gets terrible reception. And why not have a new chair, Hikari? Yes, it's expensive, but it's what's here. Let's try dazzling Victoria. Did I see bolts for Victoria? Oh, 2 bolts for Victoria. Well, that's exciting. Ooh, thank you, Katie. She's gone for it. Victoria's feeling a bit of dazzling about television. I mean, it is a pretty exciting item in a basically uninhabited island. Ooh, look at that blue bag. That's excellent. Oh, another star from Leo. Perfect. You want an oven? Or dresser, whichever one you're going for. Must be the oven. You already have an oven, but you definitely want that one. Now try and give Gerd a dazzling. She wants that table. It's fantastic. Yes, it costs 54 simoleons. That's not even that expensive in the grand scheme of things, Gerd. Everything is going to be fine. Oh, here we go. Things are rolling now. Oh, I think Gerd got quite happy about that, maybe? Sell to Victoria. Oh, Gerd bought something. There is no... This shop's too busy. We can't get everyone in. Blake needs to up his cash register game. We don't sell to Victoria anymore, but we can restock. There we go. We've got one person through. Oh, I know, Gerd. This isn't impressive, is it? Everyone needs a set of drawers. That's absolutely fine. Uh-oh. Be congratulated. Oh, good. A good review! To tell others. And we got the Best of the Best awards. We are the best general store in Haven Rock. Hikari decided against the drawers. Matthew Smith, always grumpy. Oh, how are we doing? 8 more stars. And we're in the green, we're making profit. He's got 10,000 simoleons. It's quite exciting. Try and get Hikari to look at this again. Nah, not feeling it. Okay. Oh, how can we help you, Joe? With your snazzy new clothes. Here we go. Girl's been processed. Let's help Joe. So I think very soon for Freddie, we're going to want to buy a bigger and better shop. We can leave this one vacant for someone else to have their own little starting business, but I'm thinking he needs a full furniture store to sell good furniture, maybe appliances, or we could split that out into 2 businesses potentially. So I'm going to see how that feels. But with 10,000 simoleons, and if we can get to the next business rank, 7 more, we might be able to move this business somewhere else. Or he could buy a second business maybe. Again, with 10,000 simoleons, he could start to... oh, Joe. Matthew, I mean. Having a bad reaction. He could start to have 2 businesses. He could start his Billings empire of different businesses around the island. Maybe, Matthew, we should offer you a bit of a bargain. You come in and you grump about things, but if we offer you a little bit of a improvement on price, maybe you'll go for it. Porsche's arrived. Fantastic. Still thinks Freddie is the business. Ah, fantastic. Good job, Blake. He's got a bronze cash register talent badge, which is pretty great. That should help get people through even quicker. Oh, Yopa doesn't want to be dazzled, even for a television. Oh, did that sell? Nope, not yet. Ah, Matthew. If you don't want to buy stuff, you can just leave. Yeah, I need to figure out when you can have a manager in your business running it for you, because that could be Blake's role in the future. He could be our full-time general store operator while Freddie moves on to the next business. If Blake carries on the way he has been, which is very impressive. Sorry, Leo, we tried to get to you, but there are a million people in this shop. What are you looking for? Still 8 more stars. I think we're losing and gaining them pretty similarly. You want a TV, Leo? That's absolutely fine. Oh, my most common misclick. I think you can afford a TV, Leo, especially at 675 simoleons. Oh, Matthew gained back his star. Fantastic. 7 more. And we're on our way. Porsche wants a rug for the house. A good idea, because it is quite a big space. Joe might buy. There's not really space for a kicky ball in here, Eloise. Just, you know, out of interest. Oh, Matthew. Lost your star again. Oh, Leo's gone for it. Fantastic. I'll play some kicky bag, and I think at 5 o'clock we're going to close up and let Blake deal with the hordes of people buying whatever they can. And we'll restock while we have some space. Okay, so in that day we made... Okay, 1,362. No, yes, that was the profit. 1,300, not bad at all. Freddie, we're now at 11,000 simoleons in the bank, which is pretty excellent. It's going to be very helpful with the new... you know, baby arriving and things like that. So back at the house, Monica is sleeping, and we'll let her try and get as much rest as she can before Freddie comes home, just to try and help out her whole flu and pregnancy situation. Okay, so she is back up. She's still sick with the flu, but she can get some food. And for a moment, we've got a little bit of a rest with her needs. Just need some hunger to sort out. Everything else is kind of stable for now, which is pretty good. Oh, Leo's calling up. Now, she does have bolts with Leo. Oh, she's in fact, I totally forgot. She is in love with Leo, which is totally fine. Oh, she's healthy again. Fantastic. A few bowls of spaghetti, a bit of lying down, and she's absolutely fine. Well, when she's finished talking to Leo, she can clean up a bit and then get back to painting. Her true calling. Oh, she's had a second bump. She's into her third trimester. And back to painting. I like her alien pants. And here is Freddie home. Okay, she can sell her painting of a lovely llama. 82 simoleons isn't that bad at all, but she needs some extra food now. Just because she's recovered from the flu doesn't mean I can forget her pregnancy needs. Those can still go pretty bad. No matter what. So we'll look after Monica, send her to bed, and then I think it'll be the last day of fall. Oh, Monica's pregnancy is not going smoothly. Monica needs to take more care of herself. So that is a warning from the miscarriage mod. And also death in childbirth. The really dark sides of pregnancy are in those mods. So I need to make sure I get her into bed. And look after them both. Bit of porridge and then some sleep. That'll solve everything. So Monica's up again at 5 AM. But didn't really get much sleep benefit, which is a shame. Her needs are tanking. And Freddie's dreamed about... Oh no, he's been playing darts, so he's feeling good about that. Why don't you make your fiancé some breakfast? Okay, Monica, let's try and get you some more sleep. Rather than the dishes. But she's very diligent. She's going to do them anyway. Okay, Freddie, you can clean up. We'll let Monica try and get some rest. And you can look after the house for a bit. Oh, is the bin actually got flies? That's probably not good. So you can rake some leaves, Freddie. That will be a nice help. Get the house feeling a bit nicer. Start nesting. And hopefully it's all going to go fine with Monica. So you want the gold restocking badge. Didn't get that just yet, but you're doing plenty of restocking in the shop. Going to be good. This will be quite interesting when this baby's born. It will be the first one that isn't related to Jace in some way. So a good way to start diversifying the population. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Well, these are my choices, and I stand by them. So because they're engaged, I'm going to give them Freddie's surname, but I'm going to give them Spanish first names to represent Monica's culture. 2 boys! Oh, it's only 2 boys. I just realised there could be more. So the first one seems to have Freddie's eyes, which is very sweet. I mean, they've both got black hair, so they'll both be black-haired babies. Oh look, she handed the baby over with no drama. Now this one might get green eyes, which would be quite cute if it did. He did. I know it's a boy. And he's got slightly more Freddie's skin tone. Let's have a look. They've both got blue eyes, very sweet, but he's slightly paler and has freckles. Well, how cute. Okay, baby boy names. I had one picked out. Back to the drawing board for the second one. We're going to have Mateo. Okay, we'll go for Mateo and Carlos. Don't know which is which. Let's see who got which name. So Carlos is a baby with freckles and Mateo is the other one. And there we go. That'll teach me for Tempting Fates. Good job, Freddie. You should cheer for Monica. Well, we should do a little bit of remodelling. Luckily, we have a whole room we can put babies in. Unlike some other Sims, this is quite fortunate. Just get rid of these objects for now. And we'll make this a little twin room. So I think I'll go for the very, very small cots, the half-a cribs. Just because they can slot together nicely and kind of maximise the space. And I'm so bad at seeing the cots in this section. Okay, so we'll get 2 of those. And a changing table. I'm sure that'll be fine. So that's changing table sorted. When they're babies for now, so that's all they really need. But I will get a little bouncer to come in the other room. And they can take turns in that, I guess. Yeah, you might have to go for no extracurriculars. They'll just be in the cot or not. Which one are you holding on to, Leo? Let's... So you got Matteo. You can give him a bottle. And put him in his crib. And you can play with Carlos. Monica? Well, there's nothing like being punished by your Sims game for daring to... Just think, you know, a baby would be fine. That'd be helpful. But as I said, it's a population game. We've got to make sure we are making more Sims. And you know, that's very, very cute. Freddy has two little babies that take after him quite strongly with their genetics so far. Both have his eye colour. But I'm interested to see what their genetics do together, what kind of Sims we get. And 2 isn't triplets. So it's not, you know, the worst we've had so far. Now, Freddy, welcome to the rest of your life. We'll now be disposing of bottles as and when we need you to. So we'll start cleaning up bottles. And let Monica watch some TV whilst the twins sleep in their very sparsely decorated nursery. Can leave sports for a second, Monica. Come and eat some tasty bass. Think about your new additions with Freddy. Say hello to Victoria. She's shaking her head dramatically in the entranceway. How do you get to know her? Oh, now this I don't trust. Guys. Okay, so it seems like Victoria interrupted that. And they couldn't do whatever they were planning. Oh, they're just going to change sides and do it again. That'd be fine. Okay. Okay, so it's just casual. I had to get rid of Victoria. They weren't going to do the action, but luckily it is not going to be... Well, I did increase the risky odds just this episode. So we'll see if there's about to be more babies, but hopefully not. Okay, I think everything's fine. Let's get Monica up so we can look after her needs while the babies are sleeping. Freddy can put the fish away. And yeah, we'll clean up. And he's missed a day of work, but I think that's fine. Totally reasonable if your wife's having twins to not go and run a shop for a day, I think. Oh, lightning. This will be fine. So we do actually need to pay the bills. That is fairly major. Oh, bills have increased. Let's pay those off. And while I remember, because I have forgotten for literally everybody else in this round. Oh, that's very sweet. I'm going to get him to pay their taxes to Portia, who is just anticipating so much money that she's not receiving. So it's going to be 10%, so they're going to pay 971 very specific simoleons. And we'll pay that to Portia. So Monica, you need to sleep. Because pretty soon the twins are going to wake up. They're going to demand some kind of attention. So Portia should have received her funds. We'll get Freddy in bed too while there's a chance. And let them sleep. Oh, and I spoke too soon. It's already started. Let's get Freddy back up. Let's start changing some nappies, Freddy. We'll do one at a time. Oh, I know, Freddy. A big fear. But you're over it now. You've done it once. And you're about to have to do it again, so... You see, that one wasn't so bad. But he has kept his want to woohoo 3 different Sims, so I wonder if he's having some mild regrets. Baby's taken care of. Let's pop him to sleep. And let Freddy sleep as well. So that's taken us to the start of winter. The babies were sleeping briefly at the same time. They're now both awake again. And Monica and Freddie have got a whole season of baby care and eventually toddler care to look forward to. So that is the end of this rotation, but that is not the end of the video. I'm going to leave Freddie and Monica here, save up, and I'm going to then show you and update the spreadsheet and show you where our population is, what my calculations look like, and how that's all being laid out, just to give you some extra information. So yeah, we'll just switch over right now. So here we have my Haven Rock spreadsheet. I started off with a different layout, a bit more Pleasant Sims inspired. When I made my Pleasant View sensor spreadsheet, I've kind of taken some of those things and added them into this spreadsheet, and it does need some updating. As you can see, there's many blanks, and we are missing our 2 newest additions to the households. So we will add in a couple of rows here under the Billings family. We'll pop them in. Just like to keep it all together. So that will be Mateo Billings and Carlos Billings. Oh, very similar to Carson. There we go. And they are both babies. And they are in the Billings household. So that's just at a glance what I want to see. I'm kind of tracking where people are in the rotation. Not kind of fully, but that's an option that I can have. So that's going to impact our population a little bit. That's the next tab along on the spreadsheet. So I'm tracking how many Sims are in each category. With very similar to my Pleasant View spreadsheet, I'm using count ifs. That's going to check into those columns and tell me how many babies, adults, elders and so on I have in... oh, I need to make an update for Aspen as well, don't I? He's not a toddler anymore. He's a child. So that will now count 1 child as being in the town. A big thing in the Build a City Challenge is your population modifier, and that tells you how many Sims you have or what your population is. The idea is to kind of abstract a whole growing city. You're not looking at individuals. I'm not going to get 10,000 individual Sims in one save. That's crazy even for me. But you have a population modifier, and that tells you how much to kind of times your Sims by. So I have currently a population modifier of 4. You get 1 for your first community lot, which I placed initially. That was the... Stormy Cove Park, which we go to quite a lot. And then for every 5 lots, you get an additional 1, which I think takes us to 3. So we should have 15 lots, but I can just check. Okay, so looking at this screen, I think I have 18 lots currently. They don't need to be occupied, I don't think. So we do have a house that's empty, but the idea would be that any new Sims would move into there. It's a lot that's available and that has been built. Although I wouldn't go through and build 50 lots just to get the population modifier up. I want to build them as I go, but once they've been built, they then count towards the modifier. I'm not including these 3 undeveloped lots. I've added those in just for kind of planning purposes, but I am of course including the White Llama and the Town Hall. So they're part of it, and that's 18, so we're not yet at the next modifier stage. So that means our population modifier in total is 4, bringing our total population to 72, with our 12 adult Sims, 1 child, 3 toddlers, and 2 babies. And very soon that will increase as our Sims have more and more babies for the town. I've also got a section for shop trackers. It's just where I'm tracking ideas, basically things I want to add to different stores, what I might put in things. It's kind of a notes tab. Same for shops to open. What do I want to have in Haven Rock? Just ideas. These are things I'm going to add in as we go along as well. The progression tab is then where I can track the actual challenge. So what do I have open? What's available? A lot of these in the kind of the main challenge, the actual challenge, are based on population. I kind of changed that because I wasn't sure how quickly I could hit population, or kind of I want it to be a bit more gameplay based, I suppose. So these are some things I put in place. So architecture opened when I put 10 lots in the hood, and that's how Zoe is able to work in the architecture career. Athletic is technically open because I've opened a sports-based lot, but I don't have anyone yet to work in it. So I can see how many are in the career and how many places are currently available. So yeah, 1 place and 1 person in that career. For sports, no one's in it. I don't know why this one is in here. I did have education unlocked, but I'm going to leave that be. So things like education as a career will open when the first Sim graduates from the cottage school, although we'll need someone to be a teacher to run it, so I kind of see how that all works. When I then get the education career unlocked, that will unlock university. You're supposed to do that on population, I think, in the main challenge, but I'm just, I'm interested. Oh, I have actually opened a music. I've opened a music shop, but not a music centre. There's nowhere to come and actually play music. Maybe that's what I meant. I don't know. So I could open the music career because you can now buy musical instruments in the town. So we could make those kinds of changes. And then the functions in the town is this section down here. So adding downtown, adding business districts. Those are all added once I achieve other milestones, so bigger milestones. So for example, I get downtown at 10,000 population, and I'm considering adding the education is good mod once university opens, so only Sims that have certain degrees can get to the top of their careers, and that kind of helps slow things down as well. So yeah, that is the current state of the spreadsheet. A quick tour through. Obviously at the moment there aren't that many Sims compared to my Pleasant View save, but it is nice to see them all laid out like this, kind of track their development. I might neaten this up a bit in terms of what I'm tracking and what's included, but I quite like it. It's good to keep an eye over things, particularly population, particularly aspirations, those kinds of things. I might at the end of the tracker, so I can see for new Sims what I should be targeting to add to keep the town balanced. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, a bit different, I know, compared to the others. But next time, we'll be starting the winter rotation, and winter is going to be a little bit different for Haven Rock. So for the winter rotation, the colour has gone from the leaves. We've got bare mountainside, as they've all died off. So yeah, winter is going to be a little bit different. I'm not adding any new Sims. The education Sim is going to join us in spring, but I am going to run through the whole round again, play with different Sims. Hopefully they'll be having their families and weddings, that kind of thing, and also planning to have a grand Winterfest party to get everyone together on one lot and see what kind of chaos we can come up with. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.